Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful you're here because today we're diving into one of the most energetically charged full moons of the year, the full moon in Aquarius, happening on August 9th, 2025, at 24 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this isn't just any full moon. This one holds a revolutionary kind of power. Aquarius is a fixed air sign, intellectual, forward-thinking, deeply connected to humanity, and yet, paradoxically, also radically individualistic. This full moon is about breaking the mold, not melting down. It's about clarity, not chaos. It urges us to rise above emotional drama and look at our lives and our connections with a bird's eye view. It asks, where do you still conform when your soul wants to rebel? Which friendships or group dynamics are helping you evolve and which ones are just holding you back? Are you truly aligned with your unique role in the collective? This lunation is activating the axis of Leo-Aquarius, which means we're balancing personal self-expression with collective responsibility. It's not just about me, it's about us, but not at the cost of authenticity. So today we're going to explore how this full moon affects each zodiac sign. Make sure to listen for both your sun sign and your rising sign if you know it. And as always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get into it. Aries, this full moon activates your 11th house of friendships, future goals, and collective energy. You may realize that certain groups or social circles no longer reflect your evolving values. You're called to step back and ask yourself, where am I going, and who's truly on that journey with me? The need for freedom and authenticity in your connections becomes non-negotiable. Unexpected shifts in your social dynamics may push you to form more aligned collaborations. Use this time to break free from old versions of yourself, especially the one that tried to fit into spaces you've outgrown. Taurus, this full moon lands in your 10th house of career, public image, and long-term ambition. Something may culminate in your professional life. A project ends, a position shifts, or your desires around success transform. You may suddenly feel called to take a more unconventional path. Aquarius energy is about innovation, and you might feel a pull toward more meaningful or purpose-driven work. If your current trajectory feels stale, don't be afraid to reimagine your goals. People are watching, so choose to stand for something real. Gemini, the full moon in your 9th house is expanding your mind and breaking open your belief systems. You may feel a deep urge to travel, study something new, or break away from inherited ways of thinking. If you've been feeling boxed in by routine, this lunation invites you to shake things up and explore the world, physically or mentally. You could also receive sudden insight or guidance that shifts your spiritual path. Trust that letting go of outdated philosophies creates room for higher truths to enter. This is your moment to evolve mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. Cancer, this full moon highlights your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources. It could bring intense emotional revelations, especially around financial entanglements or deep relationships. If something feels energetically heavy, this is the moment to let it go. You might finally decide to end an emotional debt, literal or symbolic. There's power in choosing emotional independence now. Don't fear the unraveling. It's making space for true empowerment. Trust that you're shedding only what you've outgrown. Leo, this lunation lights up your 7th house of partnerships and one-on-one connections. If your relationships have felt out of sync, this full moon may bring clarity or closure. You may need to set new boundaries or shift the dynamics of a connection to honor your authenticity. Aquarius encourages detachment, so don't be surprised if you suddenly see someone more clearly than ever before. This is about creating space for mutual growth, not control. Real love evolves, and that's the kind you're ready to build now. Virgo, the full moon falls in your 6th house of health, daily routines, and service. You might feel overwhelmed by everything you've taken on, and this lunation asks you to pause and reassess. What's truly sustainable? What systems are outdated? This is your chance to free yourself from perfectionism and create more flow in your day-to-day life. A health realization or shift in work-life balance may occur. Remember, rest is productive when it supports your purpose. Simplify to thrive. Libra, this full moon energizes your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. If you've been hiding your true self, this is the time to let your light shine unapologetically. A romantic situation may come to a head. Clarity around a lover, creative project, or even a child could arise. You're being asked to step into joy without guilt. Don't overthink how you're perceived. Just feel what's real. Let this be your permission to create, flirt, and live colorfully again. Scorpio, your emotional roots are being stirred as this full moon activates your fourth house of home, family, and private life. Something related to your domestic world may come to a close, a move, a shift in family dynamics, or emotional closure from the past. You may finally feel ready to release the weight of old childhood conditioning. It's time to redefine what home means to you, from the inside out. Let go of emotional entrapments and allow emotional freedom to anchor you now. Sagittarius, this full moon hits your third house of communication, learning, and community. A big conversation or realization may surface, one that changes the way you think or how you speak your truth. It's time to release outdated mindsets and embrace more authentic expression. You may outgrow certain environments or people who can't meet you at your level of curiosity and growth. Stay open to surprising news or changes in your local world. Your voice is powerful. Use it wisely. Capricorn, the full moon lands in your second house of values, money, and self-worth. You might gain clarity around your finances or finally realize that what you're chasing no longer aligns with who you're becoming. It's time to let go of scarcity and redefine what success means to you. Do your goals reflect your truth or just your conditioning? Aquarius energy helps you think outside the box. The freedom you crave may begin with how you value yourself first. It's your full moon, Aquarius, and it's hitting your first house of identity, self-expression, and personal power. This is your annual emotional climax, and it's all about you. You may feel more sensitive than usual, or suddenly hyper-aware of how others perceive you. But this is your cue to show up in your fullest truth. No apologies. Something about who you used to be is ready to be released. Step into the bold, strange, electric version of yourself you've been becoming. Own it fully. Pisces, this full moon activates your 12th house of dreams, endings, and the subconscious. Something may rise from beneath the surface, a secret, a suppressed emotion, or even a spiritual message. Your intuition is heightened, and you're being guided to surrender rather than control. Let go of guilt, regret, or emotional burdens that don't belong to you. This is a powerful time for solitude, dream work, or creative healing. Let your inner world cleanse what your outer world can't touch. And that's a wrap on the full moon in Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius teaches us that liberation comes through truth, detachment, and alignment with a greater vision. Use this lunation to break chains, redefine your truth, and connect with the version of you that's not afraid to live outside the lines. Let me know in the comments, what are you releasing this full moon? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a cosmic update. Stay tuned because the Virgo new moon later this month is going to reignite your fire. Until next time, trust the timing, honor your path, and stay cosmic.